Welcome to another episode of Quick Question with top producing Twin Cities Realtor Dave Oswald. Now, join Dave as he answers your questions about residential real estate.
I got a phone call the other day from a potential client who asked me a very direct question. He said, how can I improve my credit score so I can qualify to buy a home? He's had some credit issues in the past. I told him he's not alone. So I've got some ideas on what you can do, and so I shared them with him. First of all, let's understand that credit scoring is this wide range with a lot of different factors, and some of those factors are weighted differently than others. The maximum possible credit score anybody could have is 850 points. To buy a home, either with a conventional mortgage or an FHA mortgage, requires a minimum of 640 points. Seems like quite a distance, but still a 640 credit score is a pretty good credit score. For VA, they'll take 620, but generally accepted practices, 640 points to get a mortgage. And you have to have a pretty good credit history. So the first thing to do is understand that when you're improving your credit, it's kind of like losing weight, going on a diet. You're not going to see a real fast result. It's going to take 30, 60, 90 days to start to see those results tick in and see your credit score go up. First thing you do is go to annualcreditreport.com, annualcreditreport.com online, and order your credit report. The credit reporting agencies, which are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they are required to provide you with a credit report free once a year. That's the law. So find out what your credit report looks like. If you don't know, it's free, it's easy. Examine that credit report closely. Dispute any errors. That's one thing that you can do. Dispute any errors that are on there. Call the credit reporting agency. Tell them, I never paid that for that product at that retailer. Take care of that right away. When you find a debt that is still lingering out there, and you're going to know about it, if you didn't pay a particular bill and it's still hanging out there, damaging your credit report, call the supplier or the retailer or whoever it is, and say, look, if I pay all this off right now, will you wipe it off my credit report? Can you erase that? They can, and they will, if you negotiate with them. Get a number, get a payoff, get it in writing that if you pay that amount of money, they will take care of removing it from your credit history. Once that's done, it amazingly disappears. Here's another thing to consider. You've got credit cards. Underutilize your credit cards. Anything more than about 30% utilization of your credit limit starts to look a little funny to the credit reporting agencies. So if you have a $1,500 credit report or credit limit, don't exceed $500 a month. That's a third. Try to keep it to $450 or less. That's 30% credit utilization. Ideally, 10% would be perfect. So if you need to use credit to get through the month, maybe get a couple of cards. Get those $1,500 credit limits, use $150 on one card and $150 on another card, and pay them off each month. That will go a long way to improving your credit limit. Another thing, don't close any credit card accounts. That looks suspicious to the credit reporting agencies. Better than that, if you've got several, why not have one of your utility bills automatically charged to that credit card account? It's a minor amount. You're going to pay it once a month anyway, but it keeps that credit card account active, and again, it keeps it below that credit utilization rate. So don't close credit card accounts. Lastly, and this is 35% of your credit score, 35% comes from paying your bills on time. That's a discipline thing. You've got to pay them on time. If necessary, pay your bills twice a month. You've got to pay your bills on time. That will impact your credit report in a huge, huge way. Now, if you take all these things that I've told you and utilize these techniques, you will improve your credit score. You will be able to buy a house. You'll get your credit score probably up over 640 points. Follow these rules, and that's how you do it. That's how you improve your credit score to buy a home. I hope you've enjoyed this information, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Quick Question.
Have a quick question about residential real estate? Email it to us at quickquestion@daveoswaldhomes.com.